Guys, Parker drove to my house by himself. I don't think you can tell from this video, but it's just him in that car. This is kind of weird. It also explains why he showed up 5 minutes later than he said he would, so I've been standing out here in the wind, waiting just so I could record this video, but, you know, it's fine. Parker, we have to discuss this poker. The decision to put poker as a sport in our Instagram story hardest sport bracket, which thank you guys so much, has been doing really well, by the way. But poker is not a sport.
See, what you guys don't understand is that I looked at this giant list of sports when I was putting this all together, and a bunch of them I had no clue what they were, like some random, like either like European name or something. I don't even know what it was. So I only picked out the sports that I knew and that I knew most other, or not most, but some other people would know. Like squash, you talked about that. Like some people don't know what that is unless you look it up. But poker was on the list, so I put it on, and I didn't think much of it. I just thought like, oh yeah, poker can be a sport, like but it's on the line. It's like whether a hot dog is a sandwich. Right. It's like
it's not.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, we don't have to start that debate. Focus on poker, Owen.
So
okay, we can at least agree that it's borderline.
So now we are gonna have an argument.
We can
over whether poker is a sport. Or is it a game?
Well, no, I'm trying to have us agree, kind of. And we did. You set us up for success there. We agree that it's kind of iffy.
Yeah, I'm definitely agreeing.
I'm not gonna lose my mind if Parker thinks that it's a sport. I don't agree, and I'll make fun of it on the Instagram story because it's a card game. But it definitely. I think our main difference here is I agree that it takes skill, but I don't think it takes physical skill.
So, this is the definition of a sport, okay?
Here we go.
And so we can break it down, right?
Okay.
So, an activity, poker is an activity, you agree with that, right?
Yes.
Involving physical exertion, we'll debate this part, and skill, it obviously takes skill.
Obviously, yes, you have to be very skilled to play poker.
In which an individual, so yeah, poker is individual, or team, competes against another, so individuals against each other, for entertainment. And you know, there's poker tournaments on TV.
The Poker World Series.
World
Series of Poker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like they're on ESPN. So it's for entertainment.
Yes.
So now, basically the only part that we're debating is the physical exertion part of the definition. Right? Because basketball, you look at basketball, you know there's obvious physical exertion. You look at baseball, you look at, I don't know, even like
golf,
cheerleading,
kind of.
golf, they all require physical exertion. So now the debate is, does poker require physical exertion? And Owen doesn't think so. I think it does.
Parker was talking earlier when we were discussing this, not on the podcast, about like a basketball player has to like make some of the same like decisions that a poker player does, where they're like analyzing risk and all this different type of stuff, like making decisions kind of on the fly about what they have to do. My only difference is after the basketball player makes that decision, they then have to execute that play physically at a very high level that most of us could not. Whereas poker players, once they make the decision, there's not like... Making the decision is the hard part.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm sure you know, if you're sitting down for like an entire day, like
we just had online school this week.
Yeah,
for the first time in a while.
It sucks. Like
it does.
If
you sit there looking at your Zoom or Google Meet with a straight face.
If you're not like, I feel like if you're sitting down for like 2 hours or more, like you just want to get up. Like, and even if it's for like 5 minutes. But if you're playing poker, you have to sit down at this table sometimes for like an entire day. Like sessions of like 7-8 hours. You get a break, you come back. So you're sitting for like 5 to 7, 5 to 8 hours, just playing this game, trying to make decisions and you're playing for money, right? So basketball, you get a contract. A bunch of sports, you get a contract. You could make a ton of terrible decisions, and you'd still have that contract, right?
we in our headlines get to discuss a pretty big trade that involved two players whose contracts are way too big. But
oh yeah,
that's for later.
Exactly. So I mean, it's not, you still get money. Poker, if you make bad decisions, you can lose all your money. It's like a form of gambling, but there's skill required. Because, like, obviously I can't go play some professional poker players. They just demolish me.
Get crushed, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't even know. What was I arguing for? but oh, yeah, the physical exertion. Yeah. So, like, you have to sit down at that table and try to win money, like, on the spot. Like, you're not guaranteed money. Everything's risky.
The way I'm taking this, again, it comes down to basically just your opinion on physicality. We're really splitting hairs at this point, but it doesn't take much skill to sit there and have like all that mental strain for 7 to 8 hours. It takes a lot of dedication and like mental determination, but again, it doesn't take any like physical skill to do that. You have to be very determined and locked in mentally.
I think, the physical part of it is more just about, like, being able to, like, make good decisions, I think. Because, like, yes, you're using your brain for that, but it also comes down to, like, your age. Because if I'm in my 20s, right, I'm going to be able mentally... So this is, like, if I'm physically 20...
Your brain is less worn out.
Yeah, my brain's going to get less worn out because I'm like, my VO2 max is better, like... You probably don't have
heart is kids healthier. Or as many kids. Your family's not as...
You think about, like, stressful situations. If you're 25...
You don't have as much on the line.
Yeah. If you're, like, a 40 or 50-year-old poker player, I mean, you just don't even see them. They're just not even at the top level. Because, like, they're physically not able to do it. Like, they're not able to deal with these tough situations, even though they've been playing poker for like their whole life. So
I'll say you pushed me closer to thinking that poker is a sport. I still don't think it is, but you did make a very good case. Let's move on from that.
Poker at the next Olympics.
Any poker players out there, hit us up, state your case. Any of you, state your case in the comments or DM us on Instagram or anything. Let us know what you think about poker. Last I checked, the people thought that poker was a legit sport because I think it won the poll that you put out by like 2 votes. It was close.
It was very close.
It was close. It went up against racquetball, a classic debate, poker versus racquetball.
Yeah.
But it was a good one. That one was very close.
Racquetball's a fun sport. Like, if you've ever played it, I've only played it.
But it seems fun.
I've only played it like 3 or 4 times. Because the gym that I used to go to had a racquetball court. Okay. And so I played there, but then, like, the gym shut down, so... Oh. Yeah.
It seems like the racquetball was really helping them do well.
No, like, nobody was playing racquetball there. So...
That would explain a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so, Parker, this is your first time here in 3 weeks.
I know.
You missed 2 episodes,
It's been getting tough. Just because, like... I mean, I've been able to get to stuff, but, like, I had the scrimmage last week, and I had...
Basketball.
Yeah, tryouts, so...
Sunrise, yeah.
Yeah, but it's been tough, but... And I had a scrimmage before this. So, I would have missed another one, but thankfully Luke said that he would miss it this week, because he had something going on later today, which is right now.
Yeah.
So, he couldn't be here, but I'm able to be here, so super happy about that.
Luke being the good teammate there. So, you missed episode 75... And episode 76.
The 76er episode.
Yes, unfortunately. I know it was 2 basketball-heavy episodes.
Yeah,
so
I know, very heavy, and I missed it.
We have a little bit of basketball to talk about this week, but I have 3 questions from each.
Okay, all right.
You said you crammed.
Yep.
You listened to all of 75 and most of 76.
No,
or
all of
vice
76.
Versa. Okay.
Most of 75.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Episode 75. What bandwagon did Luke jump on?
The Dolphins.
Oh, he's prepared, folks.
The Dolphins.
That was quick.
Jumped from the Raiders to the Dolphins.
All right. Oh, man, a little bonus. Okay. He's going to do pretty good at this. What business did Luke discover?
Like, how many minutes in was this?
The hesitation. Maybe like 10. It wasn't very far. It was It was first half.
Oh.
It was pretty
Finagle my bagel or something.
Close enough. I'll give that to you. It's finagle the bagel.
Finagle the bagel.
That was close enough. Yeah. Finagle and bagel were the key parts you had to get there.
Okay.
Man.
That's
right,
2. That's
for
2 for 2.
I'm getting a little concerned. What color hat was Luke wearing?
I didn't watch it on... You can't say these questions. I listened to it on Apple Podcasts.
Good for you. That's a good job by you upping our Apple Podcast listens because those are lower than our YouTube. So good job there. But in fairness, I did ask Luke about what shirt you wore.
And he guessed it.
And he guessed it right.
But that's because...
Even though he didn't watch. He did the same thing as you. So there's really only 3 colors of hats that Luke wears. So basically, you've got a pretty good shot at this.
All right. Red.
Yup.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It was red.
Oh my gosh.
3 for 3.
Let's go.
Oh man.
He wears that red one a lot.
Yeah.
So I just thought that one.
At this point, I just hope I stump you on one.
You're not going to get me on any of these ones.
76.
Yeah.
Here we go. Who did Luke's dad meet in an elevator?
Tim Tebow.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Tebow. I was thinking, for some reason, Mike Trout came to my mind, and I was like, no. Tim Tebow. Yep.
Who didn't know what squash was?
Who didn't know? So, like, you or Owen, like, who didn't know?
Yeah, me or Luke.
Or, you or Owen.
Yeah.
Didn't know what squash was. Okay.
Which of us didn't know?
I need to think about this one. You both didn't know.
Yeah!
Yes!
No! That was my best chance!
Yes!
That was my
Let's
best
go.
chance at stumping you.
Yeah, you both didn't know. You guys
wow!
were...
That's impressive.
I was like, how do you guys not know what squash was? Like, I knew what it was. Yes.
Yeah, because I asked Luke, what is squash? And he was like, yeah, I didn't know either. Alright, well, last question. You're probably going to get this one. Wow, you're about to go 6 for 6. This is impressive. How did Luke describe JGR Plumbing?
Oh no, I kind of tuned out for the ad readings.
And we posted this on the Instagram also. There's a clip of this on the Instagram.
Oh
because
no.
it was really funny. We were doing an ad read. I'll give you this beginning of the sentence. Luke said, JG Graybill. It's not weird, it's...
Oh, okay. Okay, I remember this part.
Because we talked about, we got off topic at some point. I was like, that was weird. And Luke's like, yeah, JG Graybill. It's not weird, it's...
Oh, I don't know it. I'm just gonna have to guess. You got me.
Still, 5 out of 6 is really good, but
Yeah.
I'm happy I got one on him.
It's exciting.
No. Feel free to go on your phone there.
What is it?
Go to our Instagram. It was our last post. So
Okay.
just go to our Instagram page, and there is a clip there of me and Luke doing an ad read. There's a zoom cut on Luke's face as he says this line. I said something about, that was weird, and Luke says, here we go.
It's not weird.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It is amazing. It's the most amazing thing you will ever set your face on.
Oh, I remember
JG
that.
Grable Plumbing, the most amazing thing you'll ever set your face on, baby.
I knew that, and then he said, no, your eyes, like he messed up. Yeah, okay. I remember that part now.
Yep.
But
still an incredible performance by Parker. 5 out of 6.
Thank you.
That was the most impressive quizzing of past episodes that we've ever had.
Yeah.
So that was impressive. You know what else is impressive?
JG Grable Plumbing.
Most amazing thing you'll ever set your face on.
Yes, it is. JG Grable Plumbing is a small family-owned and operated company dedicated to servicing your needs. They will do anything from hydronic heating to some other things that I have no clue what they are, but they know because they're plumbing experts.
They fixed the water heater at our house, which is over on that side of our basement, which you can't see.
I'll go grab the water heater for you. I'll be right back.
It's huge. You can't grab a water heater.
Watch me.
That's not how that
Watch
works.
me.
That water heater is like the same height as you and definitely heavier.
Oh.
Parker's going over to the other side of our basement to try to grab the water heater. Are you just gonna hug it?
Nope.
How does that...
Couldn't grab the water heater.
Yeah.
But I did grab something for...
Uh-oh. When you contact JG Grable Plumbing, what happens?
You get $25 off your purchase if you mention All Sports All the Time. And you can contact them by calling them at 717-768-3276 or visiting their website www.jggrable.com. And with that $25, you can buy yourself A sword!
Oh my goodness. Thank you for not
Chop.
hitting me in the face with that when you whipped it out of nowhere.
A beautiful sword. And you can become a samurai.
Is that? I feel like that's more of a knight's type of sword.
Medieval sword, maybe?
Yeah. I feel like a knight in shining
see-
armor is using that.
China, they have samurai people.
I think that's Japan.
Oh. You let us know in the comments.
Any samurai experts out there, please let us know.
I used to... You know how Luke said he used to play basketball?
He said he would have been... He compared himself to Shaq.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He would have been Shaq. I used to get samurai training. I was going to become a black belt samurai specialist.
Oh, they use the same belt system as karate.
Yeah.
Strange.
No, they do.
Didn't know that.
So you don't wear them, though. You wear them as headbands.
Oh, okay.
So I was on pace to become the
That's-
next prodigal samurai son. And then...
Prodigal samurai. Sorry, I shouldn't have. Nope, continue.
And then I fell off. I injured my right foot. And ever since then, I've just not been the same.
How'd you injure it? Battling other samurai?
Yeah. Well, he got me on the uppercut.
The uppercut on your foot?
Yeah, like the...
Was your foot in the air trying to kick him?
Yeah, I know. I
that-
had him in the head, and then he just bang.
I hate it when that happens.
I know.
That's the worst.
But then I got my revenge. I have a
You killed
sword
him?
hanging in my room. It's in like a frame, you know. Because that was the first ever samurai win I had with my sword. So I framed it, you know.
Wait, so you said you got revenge?
Yeah, I got
and then
revenge.
you said, wait, did you kill him?
No,
What happened?
no. I'm just we were samurai buddies, and
Okay.
and so
You just got him back later?
yeah, I put salami in his stocking. Don't tell him, but that's how I got revenge.
So Parker, you're finally back. You didn't get to talk about the basketball stuff that happened over the last 2.5 to 3 weeks.
I didn't, and I was sad about it.
But there was one deal that happened this week that we get to discuss this week on this episode.
It was a big one.
Kind of. It was big names, but like...
Yeah, you're right.
So it was Russell Westbrook for John Wall and a first-round pick. John Wall and the first-round pick are going to the Rockets. Russ is going to the Wizards. I say that because it was big names, obviously.
Yeah.
But it didn't really affect
Anything.
any team in like their playoff hopes in any way. Like both of them are not really going to make a huge difference.
Obviously, Russell Westbrook is a better player than John Wall.
Yes. John Wall hasn't played basketball in 2 years.
But I still don't think the Wizards are going to make the playoffs.
No.
Like, I don't think it makes a huge difference.
No.
John Wall, he'll be pretty good, and it's impressive they got a first-round pick out of that, too. The Rockets. So, I mean, yeah, it didn't really change the landscape of the NBA like a bunch of other trades did. And I mean...
Especially the West, where the Lakers are just going to be insane.
Oh, my word. It's speaking
crazy.
of the Lakers, this year is going to be their championship to lose. Like...
Oh, easily.
They're going to be...
They're loaded.
Yeah, they're loaded. Their bench, they're so deep. Like,
yeah.
Crazy good this year.
It's like, we're excited about the Sixers this year as Sixers fans. But
I'm not
even if they manage to get through the East somehow, you're just going to run into LeBron.
Yeah.
And it's going to...
It's definitely theirs
We'll
to
see.
lose. The only really way I see them losing is if there's somehow so much dysfunction.
Or injuries.
Or injuries, yeah. Those are the two ways. But
It's crazy. Do you think LeBron's going to get to 6? We don't have to talk about this very long, because then we'll get into our whole Jordan LeBron thing.
Well, if he wins another
one... Do you think LeBron
one,
gets to 6? He's at 4.
If he gets to 6, 100% he's the best player in the world. You heard it here.
We have that clip. We have the video and audio.
Yep. You have it. You have it.
And he
here.
just signed his extension.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
If he gets to 6,
Yeah.
I'm changing and
All right.
hopping on Owen's argument. But
I'll be
right now,
joining
I
the
still
dark
think
side.
it's Jordan. But if he gets to 6.
All right. But yeah, the rare 2 big names trade that really does nothing to both of the teams. Basically, for the Rockets, I would say it's just kind of a desperation move. Like, they had to change something up to try to keep James Harden. And I feel bad for them because they lost the best president of basketball operations ever, Darryl Mori.
Yep.
We'll take him.
Name of the episode, 75. We love Darryl Mori.
All caps.
76. was something about an elevator.
Famous people in elevators.
Yep.
Like Tim Tebow and hypothetically Bryce Harper.
Hypothetically.
Signing Luke's shirt with a pencil. Watch that one.
Yeah, that was funny.
Find out about that. But yeah, that was pretty much the only huge headline. I am the most excited for an NBA season I've ever been because, as a Sixers fan, I was excited for the Sixers last year. We all were. We both picked them to win the East. That went well, exactly as we predicted. They crashed and burned. But this year is different because last year it was like, oh, the Sixers are going to be really good. I'm excited for that. But I was also focused on the Eagles and their playoff run. This year, nothing's happening with the Eagles.
No.
So we're just waiting around for basketball season to start. It's all on the Sixers.
At this point, we're hoping the Eagles lose. Like,
oh, yeah, we're rooting for the higher pick.
If they win, like, we're actually upset now. So I want them to lose, kind of just fire everybody.
Not everybody.
Well, James is playing on my mind, you know.
James has been an influence on you for sure.
He's been an influence on my thinking process.
Yeah. We'll see.
But yeah, I think if they clean house, you know,
if we were
get
to
a
keep
top pick,
if the Eagles were to keep one of Howie, Doug, Carson,
Howie,
yeah,
I agree with you guys.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it since then, and I've been looking into it. Howie hasn't drafted a Pro Bowler since 2013.
That's true.
He drafted Carson Wentz. He was a Pro Bowler one time. But discounting Carson Wentz, he hasn't drafted a Pro Bowler since 2013.
Well, it's Pro Bowlers.
He missed on wide receiver three drafts in a row.
He missed so many.
He's really good at picking up. I would be fine with Howie Roseman staying. Yeah, basically, if we know we're keeping Carson just because he's under a huge contract. Doug's probably gone.
Oh, I have a proposition.
Oh boy.
What if we just have Darryl Mori take over all sports in Philly?
Yeah, the Phillies need a new GM.
Yes.
The Eagles need a new... That is brilliant.
Oh my gosh.
Darryl Mori just takes over all of Philadelphia
just every
sports.
sport.
That's so smart.
Oh my word.
We need that to happen.
That is crazy.
Yes.
That would be amazing. He could
figure
it out. He could figure it out.
Yeah.
Just have him for everybody.
How did we not see this before?
I don't know.
Great job, Parker.
Oh
that is so smart.
That is like the...
It's so simple. It's been right in front of us this whole time.
Yeah. Wow.
Daryl, what? Please. The Phillies are in desperate need of some pitching and a better farm system. I don't know what's happening with the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Flyers aren't too bad, actually.
Yes.
But they could probably... Daryl Morey's always an upgrade. So just take over the Philadelphia sports.
Just all of it.
That's
awesome.
That is brilliant. Yes. Yes.
Love my idea.
I don't know how to transition from that, but wow, that's so smart. Speaking of smart, Parker is up by 2 games on Luke now with the picks. Last week, Luke and Parker had all the same picks.
Yeah.
And we got to Titans Colts, and Luke was like, Titans. I don't know. And I, wanting there to be one game that was different, kind of pushed him like, hey, you should probably pick the Colts, Luke. Yeah, you should go with the Colts. And then the Titans won, so Parker's up by 2 games now.
2 games now. Hopefully I can continue to make my lead get bigger.
Yeah. Let's find out. So...
And wait, do you know how many games, like, my overall record and Luke's overall record?
You are 114.
Been a lot of games.
You're 114, 67, and 1, I think. And then I think Luke is...
Which is pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think Luke is 112, 65, and 1. I don't have it on me. It'll be posted on the Instagram story when you guys make your picks right here. So that'll be updated.
About 63%, maybe. Around,
your winning percentages have both been very good, especially because we're not picking against the spread. We're just picking these games straight up. So, Saints-Falcons.
The Falcons have been looking a lot better.
Well, last week, they went off on the Raiders for no reason.
Yeah, and they didn't blow the lead.
Out of nowhere.
I saw the score in the third quarter. I was like, Oh
they blew
no.
this one.
I was like, oh no, this has happened before. But then they actually won it. So, I
Yeah.
mean, props to them.
That game was crazy.
Yeah, I don't. That
Nobody
was
saw that coming.
random.
Not even Falcons fans were like, yeah, we're gonna win this game by
Yeah.
37 points.
It was insane. I was like, whoa. Imagine, I actually thought, I looked at that game and I thought, what if you would have betted on the Falcons to like win by 30 plus?
You'd probably make a
You would
decent
have
amount
made
of
so
money.
much money. Like,
Because they weren't even favored to win, let alone win
what
by
were
30.
Like, if you, I don't even know if you can do this, but
I'm
if
sure
you
there's-
were to bet that the Falcons would win by 30
I'm sure
plus
there's
points,
something with that. Yeah.
you would have been like, the odds would have been so low. You would have been like so
Oh,
rich off
I
of
think the way it works, I remember hearing a story last year. You remember last year, week 1, when the Ravens just destroyed the Dolphins?
Yeah.
They scored like 50 points and won by like 40.
it. Yeah.
Somebody put a bet where it was like they made like double whatever they had bet for every like 10 points that the Ravens won by. So maybe if you did something like that,
Yeah.
I don't bet on these, so I don't know. But I think I remember hearing that was like the bet that the guy put down, and it just like quadrupled because
Yeah.
they won by so much.
That's
So,
awesome.
You have the Saints winning this game.
Yeah,
right?
I have the Saints. Even though we went off about the Falcons,
Yeah,
the Saints are just a better team.
Luke also has the Saints. We still don't know if Taysom Hill's good, but he's good enough to beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
So, Jaguars Vikings.
I like the Vikings. I've been high on the Vikings ever since the beginning, even though, like, early on, like, my preseason rankings,
Okay.
I was high on the Vikings, and then obviously they didn't look good, but they're starting to look better, just like the Falcons. But they're looking better than the Falcons because of Dalvin Cook. So I'm going with the Vikings in this one, and also the Jags are just terrible.
Yeah, that helps
Don't have a
too.
QB.
Yeah. Luke also went with the Vikings, a clash of amazing running backs.
That's
Browns, Titans.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this past game, Dalvin Cook versus James Robinson.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
That one was really good. This one is really gooder.
Yeah.
Browns, Titans.
Yeah, Nick Chubb / Derrick Henry. Just insane.
And Kareem Hunt.
Oh, well,
On the Browns.
Yeah, on the
Two-headed
Browns.
monster.
Yeah,
Because the Browns are 8-3 and really good. They're not really good.
They've gotten lucky on a couple
I
of
would
those
say the
things.
Titans are probably better than the Browns.
Yeah, and I picked the Titans, yeah.
And Luke also picked the Titans. But
It's just because
Browns
we don't
are
like
still doing pretty well.
we don't like the Browns.
I like the Browns. You guys only don't like the Browns because I don't root for the Browns. I kind of do.
You
I
definitely root for
I
the
support
Browns.
the Browns.
You definitely root for the Browns.
I've made the case for them, and at this point, I've dug a hole too deep to climb out of. Lions Bears, a classic yet terrible matchup.
The Bears and the Lions, they both look
That's gonna be a tough one to watch.
bad. Oh my word.
Yeah.
I picked the Bears in this.
Remember, I will say, the Lions just fired Matt Patricia. When the Texans fired Bill O'Brien, they won immediately the next week.
That's true.
But then again, they are the Lions.
Yeah, but they're so bad. They're so bad.
Yeah.
They've just lost by like so many to the Texans. I'm still going with the Bears, even though they've lost like 1,000 games in a row.
Luke's going with the Lions.
Oh, let's go.
So we have our first make or break game, Lions Bears. You guys always seem to pick the different ones between the two teams that are terrible.
Yeah, it's hard to pick
Which
when
is
two teams are
good,
terrible.
because then
You don't know who's gonna
It gives
win.
us a reason to pay attention to the terrible games.
Yeah.
So good job by you guys. Speaking of terrible games,
It's not really terrible.
Bengals Dolphins isn't two terrible teams, but
It
it's
would
gonna
have
be
been
boring.
really cool seeing Tua versus.
Yeah, it's gonna be boring now because Burrow got hurt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because of that, Dolphins. They were
yeah.
decent.
I believe Luke also has.
He's on the bandwagon.
Dolphins. He has to. He's required to. Yeah, he has the Dolphins. If the Dolphins win that, they'll be 8-4.
That's really impressive. Really impressive.
Yeah.
And even if the Browns lose, they'll still be 8-4, which is like impressive. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they lucked out that the Ravens aren't doing
We're
too
not
well
even-
this year. The
why-
AFC North is really good.
The Browns were bad for so long that like they have an 8-3 record. Why are we not talking about it more?
Well, it's kind of like how we're not really talking about the Steelers being 11-0.
Yeah.
Normally, people would
Yeah.
be going crazy like, whoa, this team is amazing. But it's like,
They've had so many
context does matter. Like,
Yeah.
who have the Steelers played that's
Nobody.
really good?
wins. The Titans.
And
they got lucky.
They barely beat the Titans. The Ravens, I'd still consider the Ravens to be a good team,
Yeah.
but they've beaten.
But those are the only two.
That's pretty
That's
much it.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean,
do you count the Browns?
No, because they beat the Browns when the Browns were not at full strength, and that game got out of hand so quick. We'll know a lot more about the Browns after this week. But yeah, nobody's freaking out about the Steelers because context, we're like, yeah, they're 11-0, but who they played kind of the same with the Browns.
Yeah, so
they're 8-3, but they haven't like had that crazy game.
Yeah,
like it's
like they beat the Eagles by like
it's not
a couple
super.
points.
They're not winning very impressively.
Yeah.
Also, people tend to prefer the modern style Patrick Mahomes launch the ball, and the Browns and the Titans, actually both of them, have more boring offenses.
Yeah.
Where they're just going to run it, and it's not as exciting for people. So that might also be part of it.
Not as many big plays.
Yeah. Colts and Texans.
This one I got the Colts with the bounce back this week. I think, yeah, they'll come back strong. Texans looked good, but they were playing the Lions, so you can't really equate that to like actually a good win. So yeah, I got the Colts in this game.
Luke also has the Colts. They'll be 8-4 if they win this, and I'm noticing that the AFC is loaded.
Yeah.
I hadn't really thought about this until now, but the AFC is
You got the Titans,
loaded.
you got the Colts, you got,
that's Titans and the Colts. The Chiefs, the Steelers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about...
completely forgot about the two
No,
best
I thought you were
ones.
talking about the one division.
Oh, you thought I was talking about the South?
Yeah.
I mean, the South is decent, but...
The Texans.
Texans and the Colts and Titans and the Jags loaded. Speaking of the loaded AFC, Raiders Jets.
Yep. I mean,
the Raiders.
I don't even think I need to say this pick.
Raiders.
If the Jets win this week, I think if they're gonna win a week, this is one of their chances.
This is it. I don't know what the rest of their schedule
One
looks
of their
like,
chances
but
to win.
catch the Raiders on a down week.
This might be one of their chances to win. So if they win,
What analysis? This might be a week that there might be a chance that the Jets might win.
because the Jets are so
Maybe.
bad, you can't say like, oh yeah, the Jets are
Oh,
the Jets might win. You can't say that because the odds are too high.
So
when
you
say
have
that.
you have to hedge your bets by saying there might be a chance that they might win.
I picked the Raiders. I'm never gonna pick the Jets.
it's the Raiders.
But hey, you never know.
Giants, Seahawks.
Seahawks. I mean, I don't even think I need to describe this one.
Yeah, that one's pretty easily the Seahawks. The Giants might be the best team in the NFC East, though.
Yeah, they might be.
Rams, it is sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Rams, Cardinals. We go from the terrible NFC East to the amazing NFC West.
Amazing NFC West. This was so hard to pick, but I'm going with the Rams. Mostly because, like the Colts, I think they're going to bounce back. And the reason why I'm starting on this bounce back trend, I picked the Titans after they lost, and they bounced back, they won. So I felt good about that, and I'm just like, well, hey, I'll just pick some more teams that lost.
There you go. Something you're buying low and selling high.
Yeah.
Something didn't quite seem right with Kyler Murray last game, so that's why a lot of people are picking the Rams. I don't know why Luke picked the Rams, but he did pick the Rams to improve to 8-4. Good job by the Rams. We questioned them a lot last year.
Yeah.
They went 10-6, but they missed the playoffs, so everybody was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Sean McVay is losing his touch. Nope.
No.
He got them right back on track real quick. Patriots, Chargers.
This was such a tough one. And the reason I went with the Chargers is because I love Justin Herbert. I mean, that's my main reason.
That's a good reason.
The Patriots are so good. Like, I mean, no. Okay.
Bill Belichick is so good.
No, their record. What is their record?
5-6.
Exactly.
Bill Belichick.
Losing record.
Bill Belichick. If they win this, Bill Belichick will have led a team to
The
a
Chargers-
500 record with
Chargers-
a quarterback who's averaging like 100 yards a game passing.
No.
This is Bill Belichick's most impressive season.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
care
Yeah.
that they're not going to make the
you
playoffs.
realize that he had a season where they went 16-0.
Yes. This is Bill Belichick's second most impressive season. The 16-0 is actually a really good point. I'm not going to pretend.
There's no way.
I'll be honest, I forgot about the 16-0 season. There's just so many amazing Bill Belichick seasons. Not that I'm a Patriots fan, okay?
You
I
are.
do not like the Patriots.
You're sucking up to the Patriots.
I have made this Bill Belichick argument.
Yes, you have.
And so, it's not that I want the Patriots to do amazing. I'm just trying to tell you that Bill Belichick is a better coach than Tom Brady as a quarterback. And Tom Brady's
False.
really helping out my case because he's running
What's
the
their
Buccaneers
record?
into the ground.
What's their record? How many?
7-5.
How many passing yards does he have?
That doesn't... no.
Second most in the league.
Because they only throw the ball, man.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
Yeah, and they throw it.
Because Tom Brady's controlling this team, and all of a sudden there's all this dysfunction around them.
Tom Brady is leading them to wins. What's their record?
What is their how'd their last 2 games go when they finally played good teams?
That was not an indicator of anything. You can't look at games during the regular season.
Then why'd you just ask me what their record is?
Because I'm just saying they're better than their record shows.
This is Bill Belichick's second most impressive season if he gets the Patriots to 500. With half of his defense opting out.
Well, he's not.
No time to rebuild after one of the best quarterbacks of all time left, and his new quarterback throwing for 150 yards a game.
Nope. Everything you said is wrong because they're going to lose this week to the Chargers.
That's a t-shirt. Parker's face, everything you said is wrong. Let us know if any of you would buy that t-shirt, just as
I would buy
a
it.
heads up. Yeah. Packers, Eagles. Let's skip past this one as fast as possible.
Yep, obviously Packers.
It's the Packers. Broncos, Chiefs. That's another easy one.
Chiefs.
That's, the
I'm
Chiefs
not
are going
picking
to
any
destroy the
crazy
Broncos.
upsets this week.
The Chiefs are the best team in the NFL. I think we can
I
agree
agree
on
with that, yeah. Even though they're second best record.
Yeah.
But still.
And then we have the Monday night doubleheaders and a Tuesday game. So the first Monday night game, Washington football team versus Steelers.
Even though the Steelers, I mean, they're playing another bad team, so I think they're going to win again.
12-0 for the Steelers. Luke also has the Chiefs beating the Broncos. In case you guys,
the Packers too.
Yeah, in case you guys were wondering, Luke does have the Chiefs and the Packers. Luke also has the Steelers being the football team. And then the original Monday night game, Bills 49ers.
Yep, this was a tough one. The 49ers came off a good win.
Yeah. 49ers surprised us against the Rams.
They did surprise us, but I think that's all we're going to see from them. I don't think they're a playoff-bound team. I think that the Bills are going to get another win. They've been looking super good.
Luke also has the Bills winning that one. And the Tuesday night game, a classic Tuesday night battle, 8:05 p.m. Cowboys-Ravens.
I mean, I have the Ravens. They haven't looked the best, but the Cowboys are just terrible.
They've looked less bad than the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And
they've looked
analysis
decent,
here.
you know? It's not like they've been terrible.
Yeah. Luke also has the Ravens. So, the make or break games. Oh, sorry. You picked the Chargers, and then we started talking about the Patriots and Bill Belichick. Luke has the Patriots winning.
Okay.
So, make or break games, Patriots, Chargers, and Lions, Bears.
Yeah, Lions, Bears.
This week. So, if Luke goes 2 for 2 on those, we're back to being tied.
But he's not
coming
going
down the home stretch.
I'm going 2 for 2.
Parker goes 2-0, 2 for 2. Same thing, but more confusing. You'll be up by 4 games, and that's... You were down by about 4 going into the playoffs to Luke, and it's been proven that that is a tough deficit to come back from.
Yeah.
Luke's got to try to keep it close this week.
Yeah, he's got to keep it close.
We will see. Let's head to the final segment. 2 nicknames and a lie.
2 nicknames and a lie. Let's go. I've got a great player for you today.
All right.
You're going to be very surprised, I think.
Oh, surprised. Okay.
Wait.
Let's see.
Do I even have a...
It seems like you're going to be surprising yourself with whoever you pick. Not just me.
I swear I had a player.
This is a really
Oh, there it
great
is.
Start. Okay, there it is.
There it
All right,
is.
there we go.
Okay.
What do we got?
I got a player for you. We haven't done Klay Thompson, have we? Because
Oh,
I picked him.
I don't think so.
All right,
That's
good.
a good one. All right, Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. I mean, obviously, I'm so sorry, Klay Thompson. I love watching you play. Just earlier today, I watched a highlight of you taking 11 dribbles, making 60 points, like insane.
In 3 quarters.
I wish you well,
That was insane.
and I feel so bad.
Is one of his listed nicknames the Splash Brother?
No, not listed. Not
I wonder
listed.
if that's listed for Steph, or if that's like... Because nobody ever refers to Clay as the Splash Brother. You always say them together.
Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting. All right, what do we got?
Okay. So here's 3 nicknames, and they're all true. Okay.
Nope, one of them is a lie.
No.
2 nicknames and a lie. You don't have to lie to the audience like that, Parker.
Okay.
All right.
So you got Big Smokey, Splash Thompson,
Big Smokey. All right, sorry.
and the Electrician.
Oh, man. Okay, so we're in a predicament here. I feel like Splash Thompson makes sense as a nickname. The other 2 really don't. Maybe the Electrician, but Big Smokey definitely doesn't make sense. So I'm caught between. It would be easier for Parker to make up Splash Thompson as a legitimate nickname for me to think that it makes more sense. It wouldn't make much sense if you were like, what'll trick Owen here? Big Smokey. Owen will never think that's a... Man. I'm going to say Big Smokey's fake.
You're wrong! It's real. Look, Big Smokey.
Big Smokey.
Big Smokey is a nickname. The Electrician is a nickname.
Is Clay Splash... What?
Splash Thompson
Splash Thompson.
is not a nickname. I made it up.
Man. Alright. I took a chance on the 50-50 of Parker going generic or creative, and he went generic. So.
Yep. Let's go.
That was good. That was a good one. That one... Yeah, I had no confidence on that.
Let's go.
All right.
Got him. Tricked him.
So I think mine is kind of similar.
Owen's very good at this game, by the way.
I've got...
in the past.
Thank you.
So I'm proud of myself on this one.
Mine is kind of similar to yours, where I've got 2 weird ones and 1 generic one, and you're going to have to figure out if I
Okay.
made up the generic one or the weird one.
Okay.
We've got John Wall.
Okay, yeah.
Him getting traded. And so we've got Optimus Dime,
Optimus Dime.
Brick Wall, and Tupac.
Tupac. What?
Tupac.
Optimus Dime? Optimus Dime. There's no way you can think of the word Optimus, so I'm ruling that one out.
He
Optimus.
underestimates me.
No, I do not underestimate you. I know for a fact that's not it.
I will give you a hint. This is real quick into weird name game mode. We have to do that again sometime. I will say John Wall wears number 2.
Okay.
Tupac.
Oh, Tupac. Okay. I think that I'm gonna go with Brick Wall because he's not a soccer goalie.
That's correct. Brick Wall was the
Yes!
fake one.
Let's go.
I tried to throw in the incentive of Tupac and 2 to try to make you think.
Yeah, I know.
I was justifying it.
If he was taller, I would have said, yeah, Brick Wall, sure.
He's only 6'4".
Yeah. But in NBA standards, that's
yeah.
like
Average.
yeah. Well, I think
Maybe below average.
6'7" is
No,
average.
that can't be average.
Yeah. Look it up.
No, that's so tall. That can't be the average.
Average height of NBA player. Siri's always okay. It just shows me the NBA schedule.
Yeah.
Thank you, Siri.
So
You're great,
helpful. What is the average? 6'7".
Siri. I told you.
That's so tall.
I've been on a roll this episode. I don't know how.
Oh
I knew that.
wait, no, that's 2007, 2008. Hold on, we're gonna find it from this year.
Okay, well,
Hold on, because small ball has been popularized.
but there's still a lot of tall people.
All right. Height and weight. Average height. Okay, it's down to
It's-
6'6" now.
No, that's closer to 6'7".
No.
It's like in the middle.
Guards are the tallest they've ever been, 6'3".
Yeah.
The average height by position. This is actually pretty cool. The average weight is about 215. Which all of these graphs, they go way up, and then they're starting to come down the last like 5 years with all the shooting. All the graphs are this,
Yeah.
where they're starting to come down now. Whoa, that's a weird graph.
Wait, I want to see the height.
Anyway.
The height in the beginning. Like, what was the height earlier?
Oh yeah.
In the NBA. Right here.
Where does it start? 1950.
1950. It was about 6'3".
Ish.
Almost 6'4".
Yeah, and then it steadily climbed, and it hit a peak at about 2007, 2008 when it was 6'7", and now it's down to like 6'6.5".
Yeah. Which is
Still
stupid
really
tall.
tall. because the average American male is 5'10", I believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So, yeah, very tall.
About how many inches? 9 inches above average. Which is a lot of inches above average. That's 3/4 of a foot above average.
Wow, you're really on the map today, Parker. On point.
Thank you. You know who else is on point?
Beating me in... Oh, yes. Sorry, I ran over that transition. That was really good.
It's okay. JG Grable won't run over your plumbing.
They won't run it over with any of their really cool vans that they have. They have these big, nice white plumbing vans with the big JG Grable logo on the side. And they drive those vans not unsafely quickly, but very efficiently. You contact them, you go to their website, www.jggrable.com, or you call them, 717-768-3276, and you're like, hey, I need this water heater fixed. Parker grabbed it and it fell on him. Please help us. They come over, specifically at our house, when our water heater leaked, they literally got to our house 45 minutes later. It was so fast.
Wow.
Fixed it.
The service.
An hour later.
It's insane.
Out. It was amazing. And you know what else happens other than when you contact JG Grable Plumbing and they come to your house? You know what else can happen?
You can mention All Sports all the time.
You can do that.
And you get $25 off your plumbing purchase.
So if it costs you $150,
it now costs you
$125.
$125.
More math.
Math. Exactly. If it costs you like $1,000, now it's only $750.
That's not right.
So
no, wait. You said you took off $250 with that.
Oh,
1,000 to $750.
Never mind.
That's a big discount. We don't have enough followers or listeners to be offering you guys that big of a discount.
Yeah, no, we don't.
You're doing so good with the math this episode.
I know. I was so proud of myself. Whatever. But with that money, you can buy yourself a bunch of wooden pencils. The most dull color.
You could buy significantly more pencils if you had $250. But
which skin tone is darker? Owen's or the pencil?
I think it's the pencil.
Me or the pencil?
Oh, actually, no, I think it's the pencil. I think the pencil is slightly darker than both of us. It's pretty comparable.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, it's
Similar
about the
to
same.
us.
Yeah, it's about the same.
I don't know. That was a weird... I didn't think when we were doing a JG Grable ad, we'd be comparing our skin tone to a pencil's skin tone.
Yeah.
But here we are.
I wonder if you can even see it.
Yes, you can see it.
I'm like a chameleon.
I'm a chameleon that shoots stuff out of their arm? What?
I'm a chameleon. A shooting chameleon. Pew. Wow.
Yeah.
I just invented a new animal structure.
JG Grable Plumbing. Parker, before we wrap up this episode 77, I just realized I didn't say what episode number this was until the very end. Before we close episode 77, really quick, I need to ask you, we can discuss this a little bit more with Luke on the next episode, but just to set this up for next week's episode, should our fantasy football league have a punishment for the last place finisher? It can't this year, it's too late. Yeah. We can't spring that on people. But next year, should we have a punishment?
Absolutely.
A lot of leagues have it.
100%.
They get real creative.
Oh, yeah. And I know so I have some ideas in the back of my head.
Teaser for next episode.
I have some ideas.
78 next week.
Come back next week. Thanks for listening.
You'll find out Parker's ideas for our fantasy league punishments.
We love you guys. Bye.